Good morning. Welcome to Learn Piano in Your Car, episode 19. Today I've got one little tip for you, and the tip is record yourself on your phone and listen. You're recording yourself not to watch it, just to listen to it. And also, in the act of recording yourself, it puts you under pressure. It puts you under the kind of pressure that you'd be under if somebody was watching you, or if you were having a lesson, I guess, and you've got somebody beside you. The minute you start to record, you'll feel under pressure. But don't let that put you off. Let that encourage you, actually. It's a good thing. The second thing you'll get from recording yourself is it will make you practice, because the minute you start to record, you'll muck it up and you'll have to keep recording. Sometimes I have to record some of the podcasts and things that I'm doing 5 or 6 times to get them right as well. It's exactly the same thing. But that's really good for your practice, yeah? When you're practicing, that's forcing you to practice. That's like having a teacher sat beside you saying, do that again. I'm sure you can improve it. And so that's like having your very own teacher sat beside you. So there's a few reasons why you should record yourself. Don't wait till you think you're good enough, because you'll never be good enough. Being totally blunt, I'll never be good enough. None of us will ever be good enough. Just get over that and start recording. And you are recording, as I said, to listen to yourself. So also, many of us don't like to be on camera. We don't like what we look like or what we sound like, but you're not doing it for that. You are just recording it to listen. And you can critique yourself if I just give you a couple of things to think about. So when you're listening to your recording back, you're listening to make sure that you're hearing good legato for a start. So legato, I'll just demonstrate. So this is good legato. I'm only playing C, D, E, F, G. That's good legato. And you should hear that I'm only playing one note at a time. You can hear every single of those 5 notes nice and cleanly. You can only hear one note at a time, yeah? What you want to listen out for when you're hearing your own recording is that you are only playing one note at a time and not 2 together. That's 2 together. In fact, that's them all together. Okay, that's pretty bad. In fact, that's terrible legato. But what's common with beginners is it's hard to start with to play just one note at a time, and you may end up playing 2 and blurring them together slightly. So you need to train yourself not to do that. Okay, that's C and D together. I'll try and just play a few, see if you can tell the difference. So this is mistakes that you might make. Okay, so a lot of those notes were, I was playing 2 at the same time. You're aiming to let them up, so you can only hear one note at a time. And that's legato. So that's something you can listen out for in your recordings. And while I'm at it and I'm talking about legato, do not use the sustain pedal, not ever. I would highly recommend you don't touch it for 12 months, maybe 24. Because you're learning to play good legato with your fingers. You don't need the sustain pedal. People think it sounds better if you use the sustain pedal, but it doesn't, believe me. And it's another thing for you to think about when you've already got your posture to think about, your hand position, you've got all the different notes, you're trying to read the sheet music, you're trying to understand the terminology. What's a crotchet, what's a quaver, you're reading the music, the treble clef, there's a whole load of things that you're learning, you don't need to add the sustain pedal into that equation when your brain's already trying to process an overload of information. So don't use the sustain pedal. And the tip for today was record yourself. And if you are recording yourself, why don't you send me the videos, because then I can give you some feedback. You can get feedback on tiny little things right at the beginning. They may look insignificant to you, and you may actually not want to send a video in until it's perfect, but let me tell you, it'll never be perfect. My videos are never perfect. Your videos will never be good enough in your own eyes. So, but that's when I need to see them, and that's when you can get the best and speediest help, because if you can get help with the tiny little things, then that's going to save you time later, because the tiny little things will become huge big things if you don't fix them in the early days. So send the videos in. I'm more than happy to help fix the tiny little things to get you on the right path, to keep you on the right path in the beginning. And how would you send them in? Well, there's a free Facebook page. If you look me up, Carol Brotherston, there's a free Facebook page. I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's on the top of my page. You just ask to join it, and once you're in there, you can send any videos you want, and I will give feedback. That's what I'm here for. I want to help as many adults as possible to get a good foundation and to learn to play piano that they've been dreaming of. What a great occupation I have to help people achieve their dreams. I love it. So you can send your videos in. Ask any questions that you want at info@themusicroom.org.uk, and I'll answer them in this podcast. And also, there are other free resources on www.perfectpiano.org.uk, and on top of all that, I have the most incredible offer on there just now. You can join the Academy for £1 for the first month. The Academy has a wealth of teaching in it, and it's a structured step-by-step method with videos to support you. There's 4 videos every level. They give you the fundamental 4 top things that are covered in topics that are covered in each level. There are 10 homework exercises in each level, and you get feedback on all of them from me in the Academy. And I think for £1 a month, that is crazy value. I don't even know what I was thinking, but it's there for you and people like you, and I'd love to meet you in there. So have a fantastic day. I'm Carol Brotherston, and there'll be more from me tomorrow.